Whether you're a guy in a cape or a rogue who's sneaky, join Rodger and Chris as they entertain the geeky.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, feeling bluesy.
Entertain the geeky here. We're getting really close to our 30th episode, folks.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30. Guess what?
What's up?
We're continuing because it's October. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Like this is our fucking 20th episode tonight, and I'm still excited that it's October.
We are gassed.
So, I mean, what is it? What is today's date? Is October 2nd.
So what are you feeling in this episode? What are we going to chat about?
I don't know. I figured, we'd sit there, we'd talk about some stuff, give a little bit of nerd stuff. I'll drop the F-bomb a few times.
I'll say fuck a lot.
That's kind of how it goes. Urban. Ooh, tasted like beer. Urban myths.
Urban myths?
Let's talk. What is your favorite urban myth?
Okay, I am a huge fan of the Loch Ness Monster. There is a piece of me that is huge that still believes the Loch Ness Monster is in Loch Ness.
Isn't Nessie is real?
Nessie is there.
Where do you stand on Bigfoot and all that?
Oh, absolutely. Like, this is the thing. Bigfoot is absolutely plausible. We've not seen everything there is to see in this world, people. Things are discovered all the time. And if there are only a few of this species kind of scattered about and running around...
anything's possible.
It's possible. We're discovering fucking jellyfish that are 2 stories long. They're as long as a 2-story building. So is it off to say that there could be a 6-foot-tall monkey man running around? No.
Yeah. Have you read the book Meg by Steve Alton?
Huh.
All right, it's kind of a shitty book, but no, it is kind of a shitty. It's poorly written, but the storyline's kind of cool. The idea is that at prehistoric sea monsters, like Carcharodon, Megalodon, and the fucking Nessie, and all those creatures, as the extinction happened, the oceans cooled down, so they dove deeper into the ocean, down by the trench, Marianas Trench.
Yep.
So they're all staying down there. And the theory, and his book is about the fact that a megalodon escaped and went through that cold water into the top land and was wrecking shit left and right.
Okay.
It's a cool little book. I mean, it's a
fun read.
Fun read, right. But that idea that we are still discovering new species of fish every day.
Everything. Even bugs. They're little animals that are discovered with relative regularity. So is anything impossible? No. So
why Nessie, though? Why did Nessie latch onto you?
I have this affinity for reptiles, as I'm a snake keeper. So, we here in my house, we've got, right now, and my collection is poor, so forgive me if you're a snake lover, but I've got 7 ball pythons. It'll be about 20 within the next couple of years here.
Yeah.
So we're ball python keepers.
We'll move into our studio by then.
And then we have 2 leopard geckos. I plan on getting a little monitor lizard at some point. I have a total affinity for these reptiles. So this reptilian animal swimming around in Loch Ness is very, very appealing.
Not fucking shit up, just kind of doing its own thing.
If it's fucking down there eating 7-foot-long carp, who is it hurting?
Nobody.
Every
once in a while, a drunk Irishman sees it, or Scottish.
Whatever.
It's Loch Ness in Scotland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Scottish. Drunk Scottishman sees it. Everything's fine. Take a fuzzy picture, and there you go.
Well, that's the movie Water Horse is about the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Movie brings tears to my eyes. I love watching it. Now, yeah, it's good, dude. I mean, there's no getting around it. I had a point that I was going to bring, and I was going to segue into something, and then I lost my train of thought.
About Loch Ness Monster?
No, I was actually going to talk about that Miss Peregrine's movie that we just watched.
Fuck that. We're over that. We're talking urban myths here.
It was a good flick, and there was an urban myth that was... Oh, Slender Man is in that movie.
Slender Man's in... That is the weird... Because that's a new urban myth.
Slender Man is not a new urban myth.
Really?
Slender Man was... in the past few years brought into the public eye, but that is actually, it's an older German or Dutch myth or something like that. But Slender Man is actually in those movies. Very tastefully done, I might add.
Is he stabbing people? Because that's kind of we're led to believe.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, good.
They call them the Hollow Ones.
Oh, okay.
So there's peculiars that are attempting to become immortal through this crazy process
Of eating people's eyes.
And when they're hollow or whatever, they're Slender Man.
Okay.
So they grow these fucking... They have suits on, because these people had suits on when they went into this, and they have these fucking abnormally long arms.
Like Dawson?
That are fucking knives, basically, and legs.
That's kind of terrifying.
It fucking kicks
like
ass,
that's Baraka, Mortal Kombat 2 kind of terrifying.
It fucking kicks ass. Like, it was a good fucking movie, dude.
I like leprechauns.
That's your favorite urban myth?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but I love, like, first off, the happy-go-lucky leprechauns, I love that too. Like I find you, I get you a pot of gold, I'm rich, haha. The fucking Warwick Davis leprechaun of I will fuck you up and get my gold back.
Okay.
Like that's fucking amazing to me. That idea that they're not these happy-go-lucky little guys. They will fuck your shit up.
Okay.
Don't steal my gold. And don't eat the gold, because he'll cut it out of you.
Why would you eat gold?
Did you not see the movie?
I have not seen that movie in forever.
Oh my god, there's that fat guy who's a little slow, and he bites it to see if it's real gold, and he accidentally swallows a piece. So towards the end of the movie, they give the leprechaun his gold. You know, a very young, very perky Jennifer Aniston gives the guy his gold, and he's counting it. And he counts it, and he's one short. So he's pissed, because they fucked him out of one gold piece. He has a whole pot in that one piece, and he's got to get it back. God, I love that movie.
I have not seen that movie.
I'm bringing it over
forever.
Next Sunday.
It's been about 15 years.
So you can watch it. Yeah, I'm bringing it over next Sunday for you.
I'm down.
Oh, that movie's so good.
Oh, dude, I still need to loan you Civil War.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'll take that home.
Okay.
All right, so Loch Ness Monster. I like leprechauns. What about when you were a kid?
Yeah.
What was your favorite Halloween costume that you went as? Spider-Man.
I had been Spider-Man before.
Scarlet Spider. I was like 12.
No, never. I will, as an adult, as a man. Okay. Fuck, this is really hard, actually.
Yeah.
And ironic enough, a buddy of mine was super into Twisted Metal.
The video game?
Yeah.
You went as fucking Sweet Tooth, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Were you in the woods scaring everybody?
I was not in the woods scaring everybody. But I had this fucking horrific clown get up. And I went and bought one of the Happy Clown costumes and the shoes. And I had fake blood all over this. I had prosthetics glued to my face. I was about 9 years old. And I saw my aunt, who has a clown phobia. Aunt Jerry, I'm sorry. And she saw me in this. I was about 4 foot something. She still, and I had a camouflage coat on over it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was this was fucking menacing, and you've got this 4 foot clown from hell that has a fucking machete, and she saw me and was like, "Fuck this, I need to go in the other room." So she peered at me through the other room, and she was like, "No."
So you had a machete, not a steering wheel.
No.
Or a missile launcher.
No, I had a machete.
Oh, you had a machete?
No, so yeah, my buddy got super into that game, and he was all obsessed with the Psycho Clown concept, and I was like, dude, I'm going to do a Psycho Clown. So I did, and I was very happy with it. It turned out really cool. And then ninjas, man, I loved being a ninja.
You know, that's one of my wife's biggest fears is ninjas.
Really?
Yeah, the idea of something sneaking up on her and throwing a star at her just terrifies her to the bone. Her office found out that she's terrified of ninjas, and Ronnie, a listener of the show who used to work with my wife, would draw on Post-it notes little ninja figures and hide them in her cubicle. So she'd go to grab a notebook, and underneath it would be a ninja. Yeah, that's fucked up.
You know what would have been scarier is to put throwing stars in random places in her office.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would have been badass.
Really
I'm going to fucking plant some in your house.
That's cool.
So, no, I bought this ninja costume. I didn't buy it. My dad did because I was a kid, and I didn't have money. But my dad bought me this ninja costume growing up, and I wore this thing for 2 or 3 years. Costume quality was impeccable at the time. And this is back when, if you're a St. Louis native, there's a place called Johnny Brock's Dungeon.
Okay.
It's a huge Halloween headquarters that they have in the city. Now, during Halloween time, this is before spirits and all that shit, but Johnny Brock's would open several satellite locations throughout the St. Louis area.
Yeah.
My uncle and my dad would always take us to the headquarters. So we went to the headquarters, and I got this fucking ninja costume, and the quality was incredible. Like, the costume was great, and I used it one year just as this ninja, all black, and then the next year, I learned that I could cut T-shirts and make it look like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile.
Oh.
So Reptile was my favorite, so I fucking went as Reptile, and fucking, it was obscene.
I was a Major League Baseball player one year. I was a cop one year, but I think my favorite was, I was older for this one, but I went as the Crow. Like,
oh my god, Brandon Lee's the Crow, dude.
Back when I was skinny, so I was like 14, 15, and I felt like I was such a cool dude because I got a leather jacket, that like a leather trench coaty type jacket, and I felt really fucking cool. Like, this is how nerdy I was. I was like, I got a fucking... And I never took that son of a bitch off.
With the cult classic, the Crow.
Yeah. So then I did the face and the makeup, and I took electrical tape to wrap around my hands. That was a good costume.
That's fucking badass,
I love that costume, yeah.
So my dad... I watched that movie with my dad when I was entirely too young to be watching it. And I was like, Dad, I want to be the Crow. So, like, we went and fucking... We basically did it like the Crow. We got some fucking makeup that we could find in random places, and he fucking did me up like that. And it was like July or something, and I was about 6 years old, running around as the Crow, and I was like, I fucking justice you.
I fucking justice you, because that's what the Crow is about. Justice.
Revenge. It was all about revenge. Punishment. He was a punisher, if you will.
He was. Fucking, now we're going to talk about the Crow. I loved the first movie. And
there's another movie?
Yeah, no, there is.
No, I know, it was a joke.
I know it was.
So the original Yellow Ranger was in the second Crow movie, or City of Angels.
Yeah, which wasn't as good. Like, well, hold on. Fuck it.
It wasn't. She died shortly after that.
She did in the car crash.
Which makes that movie a little more special.
Well, to me, so I did a lot of research on The Crow recently because I just rewatched the first movie.
And they're gonna put Jason Momoa as
whatever. We don't care about that.
No, we don't. It doesn't exist.
But The Crow City of Angels was not supposed to be what we got. Like, it was actually supposed to be this very dark, very gritty, different tale of revenge and love, and the fact that the Trinity from Power Rangers was playing
Trini.
Wait, what the fuck was that kid's name? Sarah, right?
Yeah.
Sarah was playing Sarah, and Sarah was supposed to be tied to the Crow and everything else, and the studio saw this and went, yeah, so we want more of what the original Crow was. Went back, shot it, like did a bunch of action scenes, redid the ending, and totally fucked this movie up. Which pisses me off. Now,
let's talk about the original, though.
Hold on, real quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck it, we'll get back to the original.
Go ahead.
The third Crow, Salvation. If you haven't seen that one...
I've seen it.
That one's good.
It's alright.
It's better than... It's really good.
Honestly, so... I'm a big Bruce Lee buff.
I know you are.
And I grew up with fucking Fist of Fury, The Chinese Connection, all that fun stuff. And my dad's like, oh, yeah, Bruce Lee's son did this movie. And this is right when Brandon Lee died. And
he died filming The Crow.
Correct. And he's like, he died doing this. And I was like, what? Bruce Lee's son? And I was a child, so I'm like, oh my God, we need to study the archives here. So that movie is fucking so ingrained in my soul, and it's a love story.
It is.
It's a love story.
It's true love
comes back to fuck everyone's day up.
What does it say? True love is forever, or something like that?
True love is forever is a saying. It doesn't rain all the time, or it can't rain.
It can't rain all the time.
But
I don't like onions. They make you fart.
That movie's amazing.
Yeah, no, it shows, like, everyone talks about now how good comic book movies are, and they forget that that was a comic book movie that fucking loved the source material, treated the source material way better.
As gospel.
Like, yeah, there's differences, but it treated the source material way better than any fucking X-Men, Spider-Man, or Avenger crap they've put out there.
No, that movie was amazing. Have you seen... So I was watching the making of that, actually, about a year and a half ago. And the guy that wrote the comics, who's...
James O'Barr.
Looks like he writes comic books.
Yes, he does.
He's talking about it, and he's like, I couldn't believe it was happening.
Yeah, could you imagine that? Like, your little
indie... that is so surreal, and it becomes this fucking... That movie has a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is... That is a cult classic. And that is, I mean, it's hands down one of my favorite movies ever.
It's up there.
It's a fucking kick-ass flick. If you've not seen The Crow,
go watch The Crow.
I think it's even on Netflix right now.
Why don't you stop listening to the podcast right now? Go watch The Crow and pick it back up.
Yeah, just fucking pick this back
Halloween
up.
until mañana.
This can wait.
God, I love that movie.
It's fucking good.
Like the scene where fucking Winston from the Ghostbusters, and you see that blood symbol, and he goes, I'd call that a symbol, but you'd probably write it up as graffiti, detective. Oh my God.
No, it's fucking good.
Oh, such a good movie.
I love when he fucking falls out of the window that he was thrown out of and then laughs.
Yeah, as he catches. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite scene of that movie was him on the rooftop playing the guitar, and you hear that Nine Inch Nails song playing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, so my buddy Ozzy, when we were about 14, 15, he went as the Crow, and he was into it at that point in time, and Ozzy. Shout out to you. I love you. But he was fucking all about it. And I don't know, but I feel like he picked up a guitar because of that movie.
Trust me, there was a time in my life where I picked up a guitar because of that movie.
How can you not?
I mean, just that, so raw.
It's fucking dirty. Like, fuck. Okay, so now we're going to talk about music because...
The soundtrack.
When you have, like, good music and it's this dirty, raunchy, raw thing, which is what that movie was. That whole movie was just
the thing
raw.
was, like, think about when that movie came out. It was right around the time that grunge exploded.
Yeah.
And they didn't play grunge music.
No.
They played dirty metal and rock.
It was fucking nasty,
fucking
awesome
Nine
music.
Inch Nails and Pumpkins. And,
It was good. That movie fucking kicks ass.
Now, you know what?
The Devil's Night.
The Devil's Night. Fire it up. Fire it up. Yeah. Fuck, that movie was awesome. We've just spent 10 minutes talking about The Crow, and we didn't even talk about the movie. Here's us for the last 10 minutes. The Crow is so good.
Fire it up.
Watch The Crow.
The Devil's Night.
Watch The Crow. Oh, yeah, no, but for real, that movie, if you don't feel any emotions when you're watching that movie, there's something wrong with you.
You know, it's funny because The Nightmare Before Christmas is like the emo kid anthem movie.
This is Halloween. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a fucking phenomenal movie.
It is. But you know what? The Crow is the fucking emo movie.
Don't. Oh, fuck, maybe we shouldn't talk about it now because now these little fucking emo fucks are going to watch The Crow and take it back, and I'm going to hate it.
They can't take it back because it's already mine.
No, I'm taking it back. They're going to be like Randall and Clerks 2. They're taking it back.
There's nothing for anybody to take back. I already have that.
Oh, man.
You already have that. We already have that. They can't do shit with it.
See, that's back when I was in my little goth kid mode. Like, that movie was around the same time I discovered that, hey, Hollywood makes shit movies, and there's this whole independent film thing. That's when I discovered Clerks and Slacker and yeah.
That's
so
another
happy.
beer opening.
That's a beer opening.
No, the fucking... Okay. Let's go
All right,
indie.
Joe Pesci.
Let's go indie.
Indie films?
Let's do indie.
Indie films like horror films because it's Halloween?
Because it's Halloween.
Go.
I feel like we already did that with The Crow. Like, we got our Halloween kick.
Whoa. Crow's not a scary movie. That's...
No, they talk about Devil's Night and Halloween.
Yeah,
that plays a pivotal role.
All right, fuck it, go.
Role in that movie. But with indie films, there was a very dark time for indie films, and it was the most popular time for indie films, and that was right around 2007, 2008.
Bullshit, but go ahead.
You don't think that was a dark time? Let me name a few. Juno, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Good movies.
No, they're not!
Juno was good.
Juno sucked!
Look,
at the end of that movie, what did you leave feeling?
You felt good.
Like you wasted 2 hours on some bullshit because nothing happened.
There was a child brought into this world.
Nothing happened, and it was given to fucking Ben Affleck's wife. You shut your mouth. Nothing happened in that fucking movie.
All right. I disagree, but go ahead.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
I haven't seen that one.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You know the problem with the end?
You know what the fuck happened in Clerks? Nothing.
Clerks 2 or Clerks 1?
No, Clerks 1, because Clerks 2 is a fucking movie. Like,
Clerks
shit
2
happens.
Shit gets real.
There's a fucking donkey scene in Clerks 2. Shit happens.
Clerks 1, not as much happens, but that also, you're looking at a few years before this. I'm talking about there was a black hole for indie movies, and it was actually this time period.
I feel the black hole is now.
Which ones?
No, that's my problem, is indie movies. I feel that indie movies now are stuck in either being a horror.
Look at Butter. Did you watch Butter?
No.
No. Good indie movie.
No.
Hugh Jackman, Jennifer Garner. Again,
Yeah, no. That's not an indie movie.
It actually is.
No.
There's another one with Olivia Wilde that came out not that long ago.
See, and here's my thing about indie movies now. And I blame Quentin Tarantino solely for this. If you're hiring A-list actors who are willing to work scale to make your indie movie, it's not really being an indie movie because it's going to get funding. George Clooney signs on to play a weird vampire movie with strippers. They're gonna fund the movie. They're gonna do it. To me, that indie film is I'm selling my comic book collection.
It's a
maxing out my
project.
Maxing out my credit cards.
So okay, because the indie movies that I just named were actually, I think, brought to us by big studios.
Yeah.
Labeled as an indie movie because some guy wrote it and it was a shitty movie.
Judd Apatow. Fuck you, Judd Apatow.
No, I don't even feel like fuck that guy. I feel like
he brought us This Is 40 and his wife's hot and she gets naked a lot.
This Is 40 was an okay movie.
I like This Is 40.
That kind of falls into that indie black hole though because there wasn't a whole lot that happened in it.
You know the difference is though, like I'm older, I'm getting closer to 40.
Well,
you're getting closer to 30.
When you watch a movie, what do you want out of it?
I'm okay with movies where...
Do you want the mundane?
I'm okay with that every once in a while.
You want it to evoke an emotional response.
Maybe, but
what is the job of an artist?
Maybe watching a movie like This Is 40 where nothing happens, but at the end of the movie, when it's all said and done, I'm like,
there's closure. There's actually closure there.
Yeah.
Juno? No closure.
Yeah, Juno got on with her life. She moved on.
There's no fucking closure. Nothing happened.
Dude, when she walked in and told J.K. Simmons that she was pregnant and he was like, I want to kill the kid, how did you not
His
laugh?
name is J. Jonah Jameson.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
when
nothing fucking happened in that movie.
Like, I don't need... this is going to sound... Because I bitched so much about Star Trek needing to have a plot and actual shit happening, this is... I don't need every movie to be like that. I'm okay with just watching a character study.
A character study, okay.
Like
this is the thing.
Let's look at Clerks.
Watching an individual develop, because in Clerks, there's actual character development, and that's one of the reasons why that movie's enjoyable, and that's one of the reasons why that movie got picked up by a studio.
Had development.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
Everything fucking went right back to where it was.
No, she found out she actually cared for the guy that was going to be the papa of her baby, and they were going to be together and actually try to have a life.
She had a crush on him because she liked watching his dick flop around at the beginning of the movie, so nothing happened.
A crush turned into love. That's pretty magical.
A crush is love.
No, it's lust.
Okay, time out. Let's get all philosophical here.
Let's talk. Hold on. Let's break it down. My crush on Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick, okay, time out. You have a crush on Anna Kendrick.
Yes.
Now, with that being said, somebody that you've seen, somebody that you've been in the same physical space with, what you feel for them and what you feel for Anna Kendrick.
Not the same.
No. And, okay, I'm not saying you have to touch them, you have to have sex with them, you have to be in a relationship with them. Being in the same physical space as them completely changes the dynamic of what you're feeling.
See, here's the thing. I don't think I would fall head over heels for Anna Kendrick if I happened to walk in the room and saw her there.
I think if you had a conversation with her and she was a real person and engaged with you, I think you would.
Maybe.
I don't know her.
I'd be too starstruck. I'd be like, hey, you're that pretty lady with the la-da-da.
That's the thing. No, you wouldn't.
I
know you well enough to know that you wouldn't.
No, I don't think you would.
Have a conversation with her, and if she
was
a nice person, she would engage.
Time out. Because last night at the bar, when we were playing jukebox, spill beer all over yourself.
There's a hole in my lip, apparently.
So, while we were playing jukebox takeover last night, there was a couple on their, we don't know if it was the first date or the third date, but it was the date where sex is supposed to happen. And this guy is, we would say 24, 25, maybe 26 at the oldest. This girl was throwing out all these signals. Like, hardcore, like, I don't know how to shoot pool, show me how to shoot pool, doing everything. And the dude just didn't get it. Like, he was oblivious. So we're watching, me, my wife, and Dustin and everybody, we're watching. And I made a comment, like, Dustin's like, yeah, I'd be all over there. Let me go show him how it's done, blah, blah, blah. And I would just be like that guy. If Courtney left tomorrow, I would be just like that son of a bitch.
That's the thing. So, that guy's goal is not sex. It's not. Time out. You're looking at me in a very awkward manner. He clearly likes that girl.
No, I think... here's the thing. I think he wanted it because he was throwing out... Like, you know how guys act. They puff their chest out. They try to act all big and bad when they want the booty. I think he wanted it. I don't think he realized she was throwing it out there.
I turn into a vile human being.
Yes, you do.
If I'm trying to pick up a lady. Like, I've been out of the game for about 5 years now. But when I was trying to attract females, it was generally me being the biggest asshole.
Because women are attracted to
that
assholes.
I can be. It had nothing to do with that. It was just like, fuck you. You don't deserve me.
Yeah, I've heard stories of this, Chris, in the past.
From whom?
Yeah. Yeah, no, so yeah, I would be that guy, that awkward fucking guy. And I would still be that awkward guy. Like, I don't have a problem embarrassing myself. Like doing stupid shit in public. I don't have a problem with any of that. Because fuck it, no one's ever going to see me again. But
if you're trying to get in somebody's pants.
Right.
It's very
once you're doing
the
emotional connection.
Than if you like somebody.
Right.
So, back to my initial thing. You can... I completely believe in love at first sight.
Yeah.
Completely.
I'm not saying a crush... I'm not saying you can't have love at first sight. I'm saying generally a crush isn't love. It's more lust.
I think a TV crush and a crush of... I'm in high school, I have a class with this girl... or she's a friend of a friend or something like that is very, very different than that person over there is cute on the TV.
No, I agree with you. There's a difference between that
and
type of thing.
There's a little bit of an emotional connection there, and I think it's a lot easier to turn that into this love thing.
I think it's more lust. I'm just going to go with it being lust.
That's fine. Rodger thinks with his dick. I think with my heart.
Wow, if that's not a bullshit pussy conversation, I don't know what it is.
That was funny as shit,
asshole.
Dude. That was awesome.
Fuck, hey, so, jack-o'-lantern contest.
Yep.
So we need you guys to send us pictures on Facebook, our email, tweet us. Guys, we're on fucking Instagram, too. We've not said that in a minute, but we're on the fucking Instagram. We are Entertain the Geeky. We post some pictures, and actually, maybe we'll take an Instagram photo for you motherfuckers right now, so you can see. I don't know if right now is a good idea, because now's there's a lot of beer bottles all around. I have no idea. I kind of want to throw a gang sign up when you do this. That's fine. Gang signs are funny. Look at all this beer. Look at all this beer. I mean, it's a lot of beer. And there you go. So yeah, no, we're doing a jack-o'-lantern contest where you guys will pick the winners. So please, when you carve your jack-o'-lantern, send us pictures, and we'll throw them up on Facebook and have the listeners vote. And the winner gets 3 free games from Entertain the Geeky, and a T-shirt and our hat. And a motherfucking T-shirt. And all I have to say about that is you're welcome, because you are getting this stuff on the ground level. It's because we love you, and we want you to know that we love you. We want you to know that I lust you, and Chris loves you. Because I think with my heart, and I think with my dick. And fuck you, Chris Pine, you sweet, sexy, blue-eyed bastard. On that note, guys, ladies, gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Like us on Facebook at Entertain the Geeky. We are on Twitter as well. Follow us, Entertaining Geeky. And YouTube shit. We are on YouTube. Entertain the Geeky. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay geeky, folks. Bye.